Hello, my awesome Aries, and welcome to your monthly love bonus reading. This is just a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, if you haven't had a chance to check out your abundance bonus reading, please do so. It's up on my channel. This will follow a similar format, but in a love realm. So if you did enjoy that, please do like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, all that other great stuff so you don't miss out on other fun readings to come. I'm going to do moon readings and your weekly reading rather. So we'll go ahead and get started and see what's coming up for you in the way of love. All right, so this top row is indicative of kind of where you are now. Time is fluid in tarot, so you may just be starting this process or halfway through it. This is what you may or may not see coming, but what's going to be coming throughout this month, maybe into next month. And the bottom row is whatever your divine sources, your spirit guide, your ancestors, your celestial beings, your communion of saints, whatever it is you take your guidance from, that's what their advice to you is. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here, and we will get some love clarifiers at the end. Okay, so getting started here, we have the Hermit card in reverse. Okay, so I feel like you're coming out. Okay, you're coming out and about. You are feeling much better. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like what's happened is maybe you've gone through some things. Maybe you've gone through a heartbreak. It doesn't have to be recent. It could have been months ago. Heck, it could have been years ago. Okay, and it's just taken you a hot minute to get over it, right? I mean, everybody heals at their own pace. No shame in that game. So, but I do feel like for whatever reason, you've decided that maybe now you've decided you want to come out and kind of see what's out there, see what you want to do. I'm not saying that you're ready to jump into a dating site or hit speed date Friday night, but I do feel like you maybe are ready to kind of dip your toes, ever so gently in the water, because maybe I feel like you are, kind of like feeling a little bit freer. I feel like maybe you've gone through some things lately, okay? Maybe you've gone through some loss, and that's kind of made you have kind of a reality hit to the face. Like, I don't want to be alone anymore, okay? Maybe some of you've suffered some loss. Maybe some of you have gone through some traumatic situations lately that have been super stressful for you. And you're like, man, going through stuff like this alone sucks. I don't want that anymore. I don't want to be by myself alone dealing with this. I know I can. Okay, I'm a strong person. I know what I can do, but I don't want to. Okay, so maybe that's what's going on. And I kind of get that too, because your next card is the Nine of Swords in reverse. So again, I feel like whatever you've come through, you've kind of come through it already. So now you're feeling a little bit less stressed, right? A little bit better, but you're kind of like, I don't want to do that again. Okay, so the next time a big stress mess hits me, whether it's a death in the family, whether it's a major, catastrophe at my house, whether it's, a car wreck and I have to replace my car and I don't know anything about cars, or, whatever it may be that was stressful to you that I feel like you may have had an awakening with. Okay, I do feel like it's something where you just don't want to have to deal with that alone, because now you're feeling better and you're like, I feel better. I feel like it's time to get out there and kind of meet and greet and not have to go through that again by myself. I am in a better place. I feel better, and I'm ready to take on the world a little more. We have the Three of Swords here, which is, kind of basically like a broken heart card. But again, I feel like this is where, you are, coming out of that still. Okay, so you're still carrying some of that with you. I don't feel like you're completely over that. And again, that's okay, because this could be something you just got out of, or it could be something from 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. But the main thing too is, for some of you, again, this is what I'm referring to, that could be the catastrophe. Okay, so while your stress level is much better, you're still, this is your driving force. Maybe you lost a loved one that you really depended on. Maybe you lost someone in your family. Maybe, and you're like, that was my person I went to. That was my go-to. And now I don't have anybody. Or that was the person that, I had to go to the funeral alone, and I felt so alone, and I don't want to be like that, or this was your epiphany. I don't want to die alone, whatever it may be. We all have that moment, where we're like, oh no, something has to give, it's kind of like no different than some people have that biological clock that ticks at a certain time. We all have these epiphanies, or a midlife crisis or whatever it may be, right? We all have that in our life at some point or sometime or something that triggers us, right? And I think for many of you, you've gone through something kind of traumatic, okay? And I feel like, whether it was the breakup that was traumatic, whether you've gone through some stressful situation, maybe your own medical issues that were traumatic and you've come through it, and now, you're feeling better, you kind of safely passed it to an extent. And so you're like, I don't want to waste another single second. But, again, you feel like I'm carrying a lot of burden with me, and I feel like I need to, I don't want to replay that, right? So I do feel like, you're ready to kind of move forward in life. So what do we have here to look forward to? That's the question, right? Everybody's like, okay, move on, right? So first of all, you've got the High Priestess, okay? So you are popping out that energy, right? You are ready. You know what you want. And for a lot of you, I think you've had time to think about it while you were in your hermit phase. I think that's something that, you've had time to think about. And a lot of times when you are having major stress, major epiphanies, you are more in tune, right? You're seeing things, you're seeing, you see things in a deeper level, right? You see things like, okay, I don't care about looks. I don't care about this as much. What matters is, who's really there for you. It's kind of like they always say, people on their deathbed never say things like, I wish I'd worked more. It's, I wish I'd, spent more time with my family. It's more profound, right? So, maybe these things have triggered this more profound, sense of understanding of yourself, higher knowledge, higher feeling of what you spiritually, emotionally want. So I think you know what it is you're looking for, right? You are putting out that vibe. You know what you want and you're putting it out there. And when you start putting out that vibration, that's what you're going to get back, right? If you're putting out these low vibrations, oh, I don't know what I want. Oh, I kind of don't have any expectations. Nobody's going to want me, that's what you're going to get, right? Bottom of the barrel. When you are like, I want this. This is exactly what I know I want. I don't care about this, this, and this, but I definitely want this, this, and this. You're going to get this, this, and this, right? So I think that's where you are. You're very much in tune. And again, I think you've been through something traumatic. Either yourself, someone around you, maybe even the breakup itself was very traumatic. Maybe your significant other passed and that was traumatic. You had a loss. Maybe you had a loss of a child and that's why you broke up. There's I feel a lot of trauma here. Okay. For you guys, I just feel so much trauma here. And I feel like you're healing from it, where you've healed enough till you want to come out, but it's still going to hang on. Probably for the rest of your life, you'll have that, you have some sort of residual trauma, but it's giving you a whole new lease on life. Okay. So you're using that, and that's beautiful. Okay. And the next thing I see is this Knight of Swords. Okay. And this is under your Nine of Swords in reverse. So I feel like now that you are giving out that, I'm no longer a stress mess, worried energy. Again, if you were somebody who was ill and now you're feeling better, you were scared to death that you might die and now you feel better, or, this or that, whatever it may be, you got that High Priestess energy right next to it. And now this Nine of Swords rushing in for you. This is your match. Okay. This could be your twin flame ultimately. Okay. Like rushing as fast as speed of light in for you. And I feel like it's because you're putting out that vibe that I have no time to waste. I don't want to waste another second. And I think it is because of this, epiphany, this, feeling where you're like, I don't want to waste any more time. Time's too precious. Whatever it is that you've gone through has made you see that, every minute counts. Every second is precious. Maybe you had a near-death experience. Maybe somebody in your family did, whatever. But again, like I said, I'm feeling something that was very, triggering for you, that's made you feel that way, and it is bringing you in some fast moving energy. The universe is hooking you up. Okay, so I'm seeing that coming in. And then I see your Empress energy, right? So you are really in command. You are in command central here on your Empress seat. You're feeling maternal, again, gender's neutral, but you're feeling like you are family oriented. You are ready to be in that position of a motherly type of figure, or fatherly, let's say, type of figure, you know? So if you're one of these people, and again, if it's something where maybe you lost a child, you know, you're ready to get back on that horse maybe and try again now with somebody who is new and, you know, giving you that vibe, because you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna waste any time being miserable anymore. You know, if I know what I want, I'm gonna keep trying for these things. I'm gonna keep doing me. I'm gonna keep living. Every day, life is for the living, right? And I feel like that's where you're at. You know, you're surrounded by living, growing, beautiful things. You're looking at them, you're enjoying them, and you're really living life to its fullest. That's what I see you doing this month, like, and going into next month, maybe even throughout the summer, that kind of thing. But it's, I mean, I'm seeing that, and I see that this Knight of Swords coming in is, it's giving you that vibe, right? Like, this person is matching your energy. You know, they may have gone through something similar, because, you know, they are rushing in too. And I feel like they're putting out that same kind of vibe that you're putting out. So it's a really good combo here, honestly. Anyway, Knight of Cups, okay? And this Knight of Cups is coming under your High Priestess card. So again, opportunity, relationship opportunity. And I feel like this Knight of Cups and this Knight of Swords may be the same situation. This person may be rushing in because they're first attracted to you. They're fiery hot, like ready to go, you know, emotionally driven to, like, you know, swoop you up in a gallant, look at me kind of way. And then when they see, you know, how you are like this prize to be won, right? Empress energy, you know, they become the Knight of Cups, because they're a little bit more, you know, actually trying to present themselves as a little bit more, you know, purposeful, a little bit more gallant, not as, you know, kind of fly-by-nighty, kind of rushy-any. That's a crazy term, but you get what I'm saying. They're a little bit more like, let's be like a little bit more purposeful with this relationship. Let's take this in a nice, slow, you know, trotted pace rather than a gallop, and make this absolutely work. Let's make this a, you know, a harmonious, perfect relationship. I feel like this could very much be that type of thing that they are looking to do. The next card is the Ten of Swords in reverse. So again, I feel like you are, you know, you're done. This is Spirit telling you, you know, you're done with people stabbing you in the back. Anything that's harming you or hurting you is a thing of your past. You are pushing that negative type of energy away. You're only surrounding yourself with people who would protect you, okay? These are protective vibes, High Priestess vibes, Empress vibes, Knight of Sword vibes, Knight of Cups vibes. That is what is surrounding you, okay? You are surrounded by these types of energies that are protective of you, okay? You are going to be well protected here, okay? This is what you're moving into. So I feel like the universe and the spirit world here, whatever it is that you look to for guidance, is kind of telling you, look, you know, you've been through enough. And this is where now, you know, you're going to be able to come into this and just go at your pace. Okay. That doesn't mean, you know, you have to, you know, go crazy. But again, you know that life is for living, and you've kind of come to that, you know, that kind of idea, and and so we're making sure that we're surrounding you with people who are also going to be of that kind, like mind, and, you know, take care of you, take care of your heart. They're not going to be the kind that are going to stab you in the back and, you know, be kind of mistreating you or anything like that. Okay. And then your last card is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like, you know, that's just saying that for me, what that is, you know, the Six of Pentacles in reverse is a card where, you know, I feel like, you know, that's a card where you're giving out help, you're doling out this, you're doling out that. And I feel like this is basically saying that, you know, everything is coming to you now. Okay. Maybe you've been that person who's just been there giving, right? You've been the one who's always tried to balance the scales for everyone else. You've always been the one who's tried to be the charitable one. You've been looking out for everybody else's feelings. You've been taking care of everybody else. You've always been a nurturer. You've been the one doing this, and this, taking charge of everything, taking control of everything, running everybody's everything, helping everybody with everything all the time, right? That's what you've been doing always. And now it's like the universe is saying, you know what, take a break. Okay, let somebody take care of you. Okay, you sit back, you be the Empress, seated in your seat, you chill, okay, and you allow the universe to protect you, and you allow these Knight of Swords and, you know, Knight of Cups, which I truly believe is likely the same person, just with a different, you know, vibe, because they come in fiery hot and maybe they realize, you know what, this is such a great opportunity for a great long-term, lifelong commitment type relationship. Let's, you know, really take this serious and slow and calm down and make it a, you know, a cups connection, not just a swoop in and sweep you off your feet, you know, and then, you know, that's great, but then it's over. But, you know, stick around and make it more, you know what I mean? So I think that's the case. And Spirit is telling you, let them do that. Let them take care of you, okay? Stop being the one to be the giver all the time. Let somebody take care of you for once, okay? So let's see what your love cards are. We'll pull one for each row and see if it gives you any more insight, enlightenment, what have you. Because I certainly feel like I'm sensing so much, I don't know, turmoil, trauma, something dramatic, something like that you all have gone through. And again, it doesn't have to be super recently. It could be very recently, or it could have been, you know, a while ago. But I do feel like, you know, you're just now kind of feeling like you can even talk about it, come out, you know, of the house over it, and get out and about to deal with people about it. But again, I feel like it has, you know, kind of given you an epiphany and given you a new lease on life and kind of let you know what's important and a whole new outlook, honestly. So it's been something kind of major, right? Either in your family or for yourself or something of that nature. So let's see what we've got here on each row. Okay, so we have express your love. And again, I do feel like this is exactly what's happening in this row. You are ready to come out from your hermit position. You are ready to find love, express love. You know, as the High Empress here, you are absolutely, you know what you want. Whatever epiphany you've come through, whatever you've seen, you are now seeing in a more clear sense exactly what you want, as a matter of fact, and you're able to express it. There's no uncertain terms of, I don't know what I want, you know, maybe I'd have to date for, you know, 20 kinds of people to see, you know, what I like and don't like. No, you are so clear now on what it is that you value, okay? And this Knight of Cups, I feel like, is someone that you value very much, or will going forward, and you will express your love to them and they will to you. I feel like this is, again, you know, they come in maybe because of just general initial attraction, but then they are able to be more expressive with emotion, with the cups energy. The next one is children. So again, this lets me know a couple of things. This could be tied into, up here in this row, this stress. Again, like I said, some of you may have had a loss of a child. It could be something to do with, you know, maybe the parent of your children, you know, where you've lost them, or a breakup with them that was very traumatic for you, something of that, you know, situation. Or you were the child and you just lost a parent and you feel like, you know, when you lose a parent, you feel like a little kid again. You feel like, you know, now I'm parentless. What do I do? You know, you've had that. That's a very traumatic thing. I don't care if you're 14 or 64 or anywhere in between, or older or younger. It doesn't matter. When you lose your parent, it's, you know, devastating, and you feel like you might as well be 5 again with nothing, right? So, you know, again, I feel like this is something where you've had a trauma, something traumatic. It's made you feel where you're seeing things in a whole new way. You know, maybe you're seeing things more clearly through a child's eyes. You know, I know what I want and what I don't want, and it's not jaded by, you know, things like, you know, where when kids get older, they're jaded by name brands or what's cool and what's not. You're not jaded by that. You're not jaded by the money or the fancy things. You know what's valuable in life too. So this has like a lot of kind of ideas here about what you're valuing here in a love, in a relationship. And I do feel like with this Knight of Swords coming in, again, I feel like this is the same person as this Knight of Cups here. And I feel like they have that value. And again, this may be a person that you want to have children with too, because again, that Empress energy is kind of letting me know that maybe you're ready for that with this person. And that was something you knew all along that you were looking for and you wanted. You're not in any uncertain terms. You know, that's what you want. So The last card here is chemistry. And again, I feel like, this Empress energy is letting me know that you are feeling like you are in your realm. You are feeling confident. You are feeling like you are watching things grow around you. You are feeling very much like you're having a chemistry, with this Knight of Swords, who I do believe is also this Knight of Cups, that there's going to be a love expression with. And I do feel like the chemistry is there for you to allow this person to take care of you, because I feel like they want to. I feel like that's what they want to do. And you may not even be used to that, because you are the type of person who maybe just never lets anybody take care of you. You are just gung-ho, control freak. I handle everything. This is how I do it. And, you may have been operating on your own for so long in that hermitary situation, trying to take care of yourself and dealing with everything, that you don't even know how to let somebody really take care of you. But this person has such good chemistry with you that you feel comfortable enough with this person to where you are allowing them to actually do things for you. And that is a whole different dynamic. And, the fact that you're letting them do that is telling you so much about the relationship. It's telling you, this is great. This is amazing. This is totally different. I love it. And you're seeing, wow, this person is so different than anything I've ever had. It's amazing. So it's really, this is really moving you in a beautiful, beautiful direction. I feel like this is, everything that you could possibly want is coming for you. And I really feel like you really deserve it and you need it, because I do, like I said, this beginning here, and again, time's fluid in tarot, so you may be still in the throes of this. This could be very fresh to you, or it could be something that you've been struggling with for a very long time. But I feel like something very dramatic, traumatic, something, could be medical, could be a loss, could be whatever. But I do feel like it's something that's been, very heavy weighted on you. That you've gone through, and it's really caused, an epiphany for you. But I do feel like you have overcome it as much as you possibly can. We all carry scars of trauma with us, but you've overcome it to where you're able to move on with life with a new perspective and a positive outlook. So, that's amazing. And I think you've earned everything that you're going to get here, which is beautiful. So I hope this does resonate with you. If it does, please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff. Otherwise, I hope to see you back this weekend for your weekly energy readings for next week. Bye.